Today we're going to install the Ranch Legacy on this 2019 new body style Chevy Silverado. Now this is the same install as the GMC Sierra. It's also the same install if this was the Ranch Sport Wrap. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, now I want you guys to know we've already unscrewed this from the pallet, flipped it upside down, put it on something nice and soft on top of a table. The manufacturer actually recommends not flipping it upside down. We're just doing this so you guys get a really good view of what's going on. Something else that we did, we went ahead and we cut off the top portion of the protective film that goes over top to protect the paint. So now what I'm going to do is unbolt all of this packaging from the frame and lift it off the frame. So on each side, on the side you're going to see where the frame is actually screwed in to a 2x4. We're going to unscrew that. Now that's going to take a number 2 square head bit. I used that same bit whenever I unscrewed this from the pallet. We've got those same 2 screws on another 2x4 up at the front. Before we undo those screws, we're going to untwist this wire tie. So that it's no longer attached to the cover. All right, repeat the same process on the opposite side. All right, now we're just going to go ahead and lift it off and set it off to the side. All right, now we're going to go ahead and attach our seal. I've already gone ahead and wiped down the surface of the frame with rubbing alcohol. Next, I'm going to take the seal and start peeling it away. Now we've got an adhesive side and we've got a paper protective side. So we're going to put the adhesive side face down onto the frame. And then just bring it out and set it in place. And once we get it to the end, we'll go ahead and cut it in place. And once you have your seal in place, you can go ahead and peel off the protective surface. We're going to do that at all 3 sides of the frame. All right, now we're going to go ahead and pick it up and set it on top of the bed caps. It's always best to get another set of hands. All right, next we want to go ahead and get it adjusted on top of the bed caps. So what we want to have is about a fingertips width between the end of the cover and the tailgate. Now this is heavy, so when you're shifting around, it's best to kind of lift up on it a little bit to get it to move. And then once we get it set at the tailgate where we want it, we're going to check the sides and make sure that we have about a fingertips width on each side. We can shift it side to side a little bit as well. All right, manufacturer sends these out in the locked position. So what we're going to do is unlock it. We're going to take our keys, unlock it just like so. If you can't find your keys, you're going to have to lift up the cover. They're going to be zip tied to your cable inside there. When you cut the zip tie, just make sure you don't cut the cable. Now I can go ahead and unlatch the cover and lift it up. The lift supports will take it from there. Next, I can go ahead and attach my clamps. All right, now make sure the frame is centered side to side in the bed of the truck. Next, what we're going to do is get one of our clamp assemblies. What we're going to do is we're going to back that bolt almost all the way out, almost to where it comes apart. Then we're going to take this part, move this to the side, go underneath the bed cap, then the top portion is going to swing over and hook down. We want to make sure that this part of the top clamp is all the way up against the bed cap. Squeeze the bottom clamp into place, and then go ahead and tighten down this bolt. Use 9/16. One more thing I do want to point out is you want to make sure there are no obstructions underneath your bed cap where you are placing your clamp. So I'm picking between these two locations right here to place the clamp. So I'm going to go ahead, undo the clamp, hook underneath, go over top, and assemble the clamp back together. Now just go ahead and snug it up. No need to over tighten the clamps. Repeat the same process on the opposite side. All right, now at the end of your rail on each side, you're going to notice where you've got a strike. This is where the rotary latch attaches to the frame of the cover. Now, if you want to adjust that cover up or down, you do that from the strike. You use a 3/8 wrench or ratchet to loosen that up to where that can raise up or down. When you raise that up, it will also give the appearance that you're making the cover a little bit wider because the end of the bed is tapered, and so the higher up it is, the further away it looks like it is from the side of the bed cap. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to raise it up about 1/4 inch. That looks like about where it needs to be whenever I was looking at it latched down. So now do that on both sides, then go ahead and test the cover to see if it's resting where you want it. Well, that concludes the installation. If you have any questions, call the experts or visit us online.